Hey, what's up, guys? It's MugenLord here, and today I just want to talk about JRPGs, but more specifically, I want to ask the question, are we stepping in, or are we currently in a new golden age of JRPGs, or RPGs in general? So before we step into this video, we should hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. So we want to get into it, because this is an important question I just wanted to ask you guys, because my God, it's been a long time since I've felt so excited in anticipating a lot of RPGs that has been announced recently, and it just takes me back to the 90s, in the early 2000s, in that era where we were just getting hit with nothing but JRPG goodness, man. Like back in the day, especially when I used to, back on the NES, man, constantly had a crap ton of different RPGs, anywhere from Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy, Earthbound, Secret of Evermore, and the list just goes on and on. And then we step into the PlayStation 1 when we have Suikoden, and we also have the Tactics Ogre. It's just a ton of different RPGs from different developers, and you just get all that JRPG goodness. And it's pretty much one of my favorite genres of all gaming genres. And second place, of course, it will be fighting games, but JRPGs just introduced me to a whole new world of video games and storytelling. Because back in the day, especially during the early NES, Sega Genesis, or I would just say the arcade era, you didn't really have games that really told stories, like epic stories, and make you delve into the world that you are pretty much embracing with the characters that you are playing. But it was just RPGs that really done it for me, man. Like it pretty much opened my eyes to the gaming industry as a whole, and allow me to understand that, you know, that these are just more than pixels that's on the screen, that games can actually tell a fulfilling story that actually, I guess you would say, draw up different kinds of emotions within you when you start building attachments to characters and building attachments to the world all in itself. And then by the time you end the game and complete the game, it feel like you saying goodbye to a family that you have known for like almost your entire life, you know? So now we look forward right here, which I thought that RPGs were pretty much on the decline, and at that time, especially in the mid 2000s, where, you know, I guess you say I was, you know, kind of busy with my life, didn't have time to invest in them and everything. So fighting games had pretty much took a good portion, you know, of my life, you know, during my college years, because they was easy, quick, pick up to play, get into, put it down, get back to my college work, get back into just working a job and, you know, raising a family and stuff like that. But now, man, like as time progressed, especially within these past 4 years, man, we've just been getting a ton of great RPGs. And man, last year, especially in 2022, it was just jam-packed with RPGs, man, especially from Square Enix themselves. Last year we had got a Alive remake. We had also gotten a DioField Chronicles, Valkyrie Elysium, Star Ocean: The Divine Force, still not counting what Nintendo had to offer when it came to Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It was just a ton of JRPGs back to back. And then 2023 this year, man, has been some great times and some great RPGs for people to get into. And the thing is, we're not only just getting it from our AAA studios, we also getting it from indie developers when it comes to RPGs, especially Sea of Stars. We have Eastward, you know, like these pixel art RPGs that many people have grown to love, and pretty much get that nostalgia from the 90s eras, the early 2000 eras when it comes to RPGs. There's like a little bit of something for everybody, and now we getting just a bunch of greatness, especially with Grand Blue. I've been looking for Grand Blue Relink for a very long time. I've been waiting for this RPG, and finally we got a release date of 2024 February, which I'm definitely looking forward to. And then on top of that, we got we have Yakuza Like a Dragon. We have the next Yakuza game that's coming out, which I've definitely enjoyed for the Xbox Series X. the Like a Dragon game, the first Like a Dragon game. Really enjoyed it. Impactful storytelling, characters, and everything. Fell in love with it, and now we're getting that. And then on top of that, we're going to get Grand Blue Relink, and then right after Relink, we get in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And like I said, despite how I feel about the story, I enjoy every bit of the gameplay as far as the combat is concerned in Final Fantasy VII Remake. And now we're getting more of that on top of crafting, on top of, as I said before, characters to be able to switch them in and out of battle. And man, like, I can't wait. And now we get in this big semi-open world type of areas where you can explore and have pretty much different quests and just see where the story is going to take you. So I can't wait to really engage with the audience and with this community to find out where Square Enix is going with the story of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth moving forward. So there's a ton of RPGs, and then more importantly, or the one that really got my gears going, is from Atlas, which is pretty much the game Unicorn Overlord, which is something that I'm really looking forward to. It's like a cross between Fire Emblem and then, of course, another series that many people don't remember, Ogre Battle. And seeing Unicorn Overlord take Fire Emblem, Ogre Battle, and plenty of other tactical RPGs and mixing into one with the unique art style from the creators from Odin Sphere, it's going to be epic, man. I can't wait to actually get my hands on that game. That's definitely a game I want to definitely just keep running, man. Like, oh my god, this is like a spiritual successor of Ogre Battle in a sense, and I'm really looking forward to get my hands on that. And then of course we can't forget about Star Ocean, that just 2 remake or whatever like that pretty much recently released, which I also picked up as well. And like I said, I've been a big fan of Star Ocean 2. That was my entry level to getting into the Star Ocean series, so I've been a big fan ever since. And this game has glowing reviews. Everyone is looking pretty much enjoy the game, and I can't wait to actually open up the game myself. As you can see, my backlog has just gone off the charts. It's just constantly increasing. And then of course, I have to get around to playing The World Ends With You, Neo, that came out about 2, maybe 3 years ago, that I've still yet to get around to actually playing on my PS5. So oh my god, it's just so much that's happening, and we just keep constantly getting more and more news. And of course, Persona, a lot of Persona fans is extremely happy to get in the Persona 3 remake, which is also coming out around the same time of Yakuza Like a Dragon sequel, and also Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, and also Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is going to be a jam-packed 2024. In the early 2024, we getting so much JRPG greatness. And we also can't forget another Shin Megami Tensei inspired game, which is called Metaphor ReFantazio, which my brother Keo Lancer is also looking forward to, because he loves to play those Shin Megami and Persona type inspired games from the creators that developed those games. So oh my god, this is ridiculous. And I still have yet to play any of the Front Mission remakes that's out on the Nintendo Switch that I had to get a chance to get my hands on and actually play. So my hands are full, and I'm pretty sure that your hands are full as well. And of course, we can't forget the Suikoden remaster that's coming out, and also the Yuden Chronicles that I also covered, that you can also check out on my YouTube channel, which is pretty much a spiritual successor of this Suikoden series, because most of those developers have left Konami and started their own studio. So I can't wait to give that a try and see what that game has to offer, man. So it's so many nostalgia bombs, it's so much JRPGs that you can pretty much pick out of the bag, and you still would come out on top with something really good. But more importantly, what I'm really excited for this month, of course, is Super Mario RPG Remake, which is a title that I didn't see coming at all. Super Mario RPG Remake wasn't even on my radar. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was going to happen. You can also check my reaction when that announcement was first made, and then we get hit with the double whammy, followed up with the Star Ocean 2 remake on top of that. So you can check out both of those reactions and, when it comes to that. But I was really excited for this. Really excited. Pre-ordered the game. Can't wait to get this game in my hands. And it has a crap ton of pretty much modern standards that they added to the game as far as quality of life changes to make, you know, the gameplay experience more modernized, but at the same time still keep that heart, that spiritual essence of the original game. And you can also change the soundtrack to the original soundtrack to Super Mario RPG, which I'm also happy about. And I love the fact is that we're getting pretty much those remakes, and old IPs are now getting revived and bringing these JRPGs back, because man, Trials of Mana as well remake was really good, and I bought the game twice for the Nintendo Switch and also at the time the PS4, which I also did a review for, which is really good. You definitely need to go check that out. So we definitely got a lot of RPGs on our hand. And then Destiny Connect, I did a review on that. Definitely check that out. You get that mixture of Earthbound and also Chrono Trigger. So you're interested in that, you can check that review out to see it as something that you would like to try out. And then of course, another game that caught me off guard, action RPG, Scarlet Nexus. Scarlet Nexus, I bought the game at launch for the Xbox Series X, but I waited until like a year or two later to actually play the game because of my backlog was crazy. And then that caught me by surprise of how good that game was. Man, I'm just going nuts about how many RPGs are out, and we still haven't had the chance to see what Deca Police has to offer. The game is not even out yet, and I'm looking forward to actually playing that game as well. And then despite the controversy behind the American version of Bates and Kaito's Collection, which we also covered as well on the channel, you can check that video out. Bates and Kaito's Collection is out for you guys to enjoy, and you can check that like to see what that game has to offer, because it's one of Monolith Soft games that pretty much is a rare game. Like, most people know Monolith Soft because of the Xenoblade series, but they also make games outside the Xeno series that most people aren't familiar with. So if you're interested in wanting to look into that, look into that. But man, woo! I am just like going crazy. And then last but not least, I enjoyed the expansion pack to Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that pretty much closed out the trilogy, and I'm looking forward to see what Monolith Soft have for the next Xenoblade entry, which is Xenoblade 4 or whatever they're going to call it. But oh man, so that pretty much wraps this up. I just wanted to just talk about, yes, I believe that we're in a golden era. There's so many JRPGs that covers every genre and covers pretty much everyone's taste, that, you know, you won't feel left out. And it's been a while that I feel this excited for JRPGs, and I still have to try the Trail series. Still haven't gotten around to that. And I forgot to mention about Ys 10 as well, which is also another game that I'm anticipating from Falcom as well. So let me know in the comment section below what JRPG that you're looking for. Has this been a great year for JRPGs, and what other JRPGs are you looking to grab in the near future? And if there's any indie JRPGs or just RPGs in general from indie developers, which ones are your favorite? And also, you know, refer them to me. Maybe I may look into them and stuff. So that pretty much wraps this video. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe button for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord, sign off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.